Welcome back into another episode of FA's World. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. But let's go ahead and get right into it. We are doing the Smackdown review episode. Smackdown kicked off with Solo Sikoa and his crew cutting a promo in the ring. That was cut off by Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn came out. They went back and forth. Sami Zayn would reveal he is now a member of the SmackDown roster and he is coming after the U.S. title. Um, Sami Zayn would then be attacked by Solo Sikoa and his crew. Jimmy Uso would come out for the save, followed by Jacob Fatu, and they would clear the ring. This would be followed up with Nick Aldis coming out and making a six-man tag match for later on tonight. Um, After this, we get backstage with Chelsea Green and the Secret Service, and then we get back to the ring for the matchup between Alexa Bliss and Piper Nivens. Alexa Bliss would pick up the victory here. However, after the match, Alba Fire would come in and attack Alexa Bliss, followed by Charlotte Flair coming in the ring and attacking Alba Fire. Unfortunately, Piper Nivens would get the better of Charlotte Flair, send her out to the ring to Chelsea Green, who would continue the attack. They would all get into the ring and continue the attack on Alexa Bliss, leaving the tag team champions laid out in the Secret Service and Chelsea Green standing tall in the ring. Backstage, we get Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton going back and forth. This is followed up by Aldis trying to break things up with Nia Jax ends up coming in. All three would go back and forth, and then we get back to the ring with The Miz and Carmelo Hayes going up against Fraxium. The winners of this matchup would be The Miz and Carmelo Hayes. However, Carmelo Hayes was on a roll and getting ready to pick up the win, where The Miz would tag himself in, hit his finisher, and pick up the win instead. And the Carmelo definitely looked upset. So there's definitely some tension there. You can see it in Carmelo's face. Backstage, we get Tiffany Stratton and Kiana James. Uh, she is Julia's manager, and she is on the recruit trying to sway Tiffany Stratton into the club. Tiffany Stratton ends up walking off eventually. Meacham would come in. They would have a quick back and forth, her and James, and then we get back to the ring for Drew McIntyre to cut his promo on Cody Rhodes. After that, backstage, we get the Street Profits and B-Fab. Solo Sikoa and the MFTs would come up, and we would get a quick back and forth. Tala was looking, you see him looking back, and Solo was asking him if everything is okay. They end up walking off, and you see the Wyatt Six member Eric Rowan in the background. And then back to the ring, we are set for the DIY versus Street Profits matchup. The winners of this matchup were the Street Profits. Backstage, we see Motor City with Aldis, The Miz, and Carmelo end up walking up. They would go back. The Miz would primarily go back and forth with Motor City, leading to Nick Aldis making a match between them for next week. And you can see Uncle Howdy sneaking in the background during this segment. And then back to the ring. Oh, I'm sorry. Backstage, we see R-Truth and Aleister Black going back and forth. And then back to the ring, we are set for our main event. Sami Zayn, Jimmy Uso, Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa, JC Mateo, and Tama Tonga with Tala Tonga at ringside. Great back and forth matchup. That's Sami Zayn would end up picking up the victory on Solo Sikoa and Sami Zayn, Jacob Fatu, and Jimmy Uso would stand tall and pose in the ring to end Friday Night SmackDown. So we'll see what happens next. Sami Zayn is officially a member of Friday Night SmackDown. So I wonder what that means for Monday Night Raw and who was the trade piece in that moving piece, because somebody obviously had to get traded in order for Sami Zayn to come over to Friday nights. So we'll have to tune in and find out what's next for that and what's next for everybody else in general. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below. And just remember, this is Hefe's World, and you're just living in it.